Time for the Stereo Topical DJs podcast. I'm DJ Iron Mike,
DJ Big J.
and we're here to talk about
4.
Yeah, man. Here, episode 4. We're keeping it consistent.
Yes.
We are here to talk about music and race and everything involving DJ culture, and we're gonna rate some love songs today. A little bit later, since we got Valentine's Day coming up. Where are you at on Valentine's Day? Is Jess a big Valentine's Day girl? Is she into it?
Yeah. She is. It's just more like she's just big on date nights, period, and like
that's a good thing though.
Spending time. I'm against Valentine's Day. I think it's stupid. But I know not to take gigs. Like I've turned down a couple gigs on Saturday. I have
It falls on a Saturday this year.
It falls on a Saturday, and next year falls on Super Bowl.
Yeah, wow. Yeah,
and
like
then,
some guys are gonna have to make some choices next year.
And watch the Raiders make the Super Bowl. Oh, I'm gonna be livid. Bro, you know how pissed
that'd be the greatest turnaround in the history of sports. But we're not gonna go too deep into sports. We're here to talk about music, guys.
But what about Maureen? How
does not care for Valentine's Day? Believes it's like a commercialized, forced holiday. Just never liked it. And in fact, when we first started dating, we went out on like an anti-Valentine's Day date in New York, and one of my favorite early dates for her. It was great. But I forget what day of the week it was. Like this, 11th or 17th. It was some random day in February. You know what I mean? She probably remembers the date. She probably doesn't. But it was like this anti-Valentine's Day thing, and we went to Chevy's of all places. I think we didn't have Chevy's anymore, or ours was like going downhill, and we were like, let's go to Chevy. Like you can go anywhere in New York. We went to Chevy's.
I never heard of Chevy's.
You never heard of Chevy's?
No.
Yeah, Chevy's. What? Like you're from here?
Never.
They used to have one in Mercer Mall.
The Mexican place. The same colors as Arby's. Red and white.
No, it was like purple and
never heard of Chevy's.
It was Mexican. It was right by.
Yeah, I just never had it. Then I know what you're talking about. I know exactly.
Yeah, it was banging, man. There's like a couple left. There was one actually right by Hook and Reel. Remember Hook and Reel?
Which one?
Yeah, Linden. It was by Linden. That was yours. You were there a lot. You probably just didn't see it. But I think it was in the far end of that shopping center. Hook and Reel was. And speaking of Hook and Reel, I just saw P-Doc had posted that one of your spots that you used to DJ at sometimes, Bahama Breeze, is closing all of its locations.
Down.
Little Paul Johnson,
bro. I don't know what's going on. A lot of stores are closing. Macy's.
I know what's going on.
Wow.
Yeah, we know what's going on.
Yeah.
But Bahama Breeze, man, he called it. This sent me. He called it Jamaican Applebee's.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like,
that's what it was. The longest gig of my life. Longest 5 hours DJing of my life.
That Bahama Breeze.
Yes, at Bahama Breeze.
What was it, dead or like what was going on?
It just wasn't dead. It was just boring. Like you didn't know like if you were supposed to keep the Caribbean vibe.
Right.
So it's just like I can't play 5 hours of Caribbean music. Sorry. Shout out to all my Caribbeans. I just can't do it. And it's not because I don't like the music. It's just I don't. It's not like a genre that I'm familiar with, other than like the the dance hall and like some of the classic reggae. But like the one like that vibe, the Bahama vibe, like I got to get up on it though, because I did do like a reggae night at Turtle Bean.
When we get closer to summer, I definitely want to do a reggae episode, because there is clearly a white crowd and a black crowd when it comes to specific reggae.
I don't even know what songs you're going to pick, but I already know my answers, because you are correct. You know what reggae to put on for white people. and you know what reggae not to say not, but you know that they're not going to understand.
Yeah, I have excuse me, sir. I have a whole crate. It's like it's loaded with sub crates, and I call it Beach Bar. And there's a lot of like resort type. I refer to like white reggae as resort reggae.
I think I have
I'm
that
not
crate.
gonna-
I'm gonna have to go through it and look at it.
I really expanded. I expanded on it not too long ago. So if I haven't sent it to you before, I'll send it again.
Yeah.
It goes deep. Uh, yeah. So calls. Yeah.
We gotta stop saying pause. It's
That
Ayo
doesn't
now.
mean.
It's
Oh, is that
Ayo now, bro.
what the kids in the
My
street are saying?
stepdaughter, like not the like a pause moment, but she says like Ayo, and I'm looking at her like, who have you been around that says
Yeah.
Ayo? One, who? What do you know about Ayo? Nah, yeah, it's I don't know. But back to the Valentine's Day thing, like nah. Like I'm with Maureen on that one. Like it's chocolate, 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 and then it's like some women are just like, oh, it's about me. It's just like, bro.
She does want chocolate covered strawberries. That's like the one thing. And I usually mess it up. Like I'll get like some random version of chocolate strawberries or like a kit or something. Just give me the regular ones.
I'm
You know?
surprised y'all don't do it. You don't do it yourself, Mike.
Yeah. I don't know. But yeah,
I'm
so
gonna
yeah,
try it.
Valentine's Day. Yeah, I'm DJing at Havana. It's a post band set. I got nothing else like during the day or at night.
We might pull up.
Oh, you should. You
Yeah, we
should.
might pull up. We're
I'll go a
doing
little early if I will go a little early if you
well,
do.
no, we're doing sip and paint. We're doing sip and paint. From
Okay.
7 to 9.
Got you.
We're doing sip and paint 7 to 9, and then excuse me, and then before then or after then. So who knows.
Yeah, no, come through. Yeah, I'll be on
But
midnight to 2.
midnight to 2. But I will
Yeah.
say, trying to take on this intimacy challenge and trying to do things different at night. So I decided to try to teach Jess how to DJ.
Ooh. Okay. How's that going so far?
She gave up.
Man,
She
yeah,
literally
sometimes.
said, I did not know that much went into DJing. Like we started off with Pitbull Shake, and so she was like, I wanna try Miss New Booty. And I'm like, BPMs is
Well,
like
it's way,
BPMs
way
is
off.
way off. So
But
she
she
was
don't
like,
know.
okay. She was like, okay, so let's try another Yin Yang Twin song. So we did that, and she goes, okay, how about Laffy Taffy? I'm like, way off. And she was like, so how do I get it to switch here? And how can I hear it here? And what do I do? And I'm like, well, you're playing on this side. Your crossfader is on this side. Your cue should be here. And you should be, just showing her the cue points. I'm like, tap along to the beat to blend the transition. And then when she would go to move the crossfader over, she would stop. Like she would hit stop immediately on the right side and then like try to hit start on the left side. I'm like, she goes, I can't do this. She was like, I give up. She goes, I have a newfound respect for
Ooh,
you and
that's
your
good. I like
friends.
that.
I said, oh, almost cried because I'm like, I've never like I've always heard, oh, DJing's easy, and it's just like here's my headphones.
Yeah,
What?
it's just pushing buttons. You play, popular songs. That's easy, right?
And then they look, I'm like, what do I do? There's so many buttons. I'm like, yeah, DJing's so easy. I'm just
A lot to it.
And she was like, yeah, I didn't realize that what you were doing back here. Like she would watch me DJ. She was like, I didn't
It's
know because all I hear is the music. I don't hear what's happening on the other side.
it's like you ever see those memes or the videos like reels and TikToks where it's like, what is he doing back there? And then he's like playing a video game or something.
Yeah.
Like,
that's not it.
watching a movie. Now there's a lot going on.
I mean, we've done enough to be able to actually do that. Like, I mean, I've watched a football game while DJing. I've
Sure.
been on my
Every
phone
now.
while DJing.
Yeah, it depends on what kind of gig you're working.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, you're yawning over there and stuff. I'm the one that got home at 3:30 from Havana last night. I made a very poor decision in my post gig eating. And I think I do this like once a year. And I feel like the last time I did, I was with DJ Justin. That's how long it's been since I've done it. So I hit up Are You Hungry, which is like a fat sandwich place. And you could get like a turkey club or something like that. But, and if I ever go there, I usually do, and I keep it light. But last night, I don't know why I did it, but I got a create your own fat sandwich. You want to hear what was on it? All right. So it was chicken fingers, cheesesteak, jalapeno poppers, French fries, lettuce, tomato, onions, hot sauce, and blue cheese. So
What's
yeah, I'm
wrong with
feeling
you?
a lot, man. And every year, it's not
A
it's
lot.
not meant. That meal, that food, is not meant to be taken in by a 44-year-old man. It's totally meant for college kids that have been drinking too much.
Bro, what is wrong with you?
That just once in a while I get that urge. It's like I get that White Castle urge, and then I totally regret it.
White Castle. Let's talk. White Castle after a gig.
I do
Drunk,
it probably once or twice a year.
bro. We used to go from Maxine's.
Oh wow.
Maxine's. 2 o'clock in the morning, 2:30 in the morning. Bodied off of Henny.
Was that the South Brunswick Route 1? So you had to go further. What, you go Howell, Route 9? Where at?
By Menlo.
Okay.
This was
that's
before.
right.
This
That's
was
right.
before they put the one closer. And then when they put the one closer, it was just that was like me. Shout out to DJ Westwell. Shout out to SWAT Team DJs. That was they got a closer White Castle. Let's go. I think one night I dropped like 40.
Yeah, when you go, you always have that White Castle insecurity when you're ordering. You're like, I don't want to order like not enough burgers. I have to order 12.
I said,
Give
nah,
me
bro.
a
I said,
crate
give
case.
me the king box. And we'll go home with all those damn burgers, with a house half of it. This was before, Slim J. Boy. 4 o'clock in the morning, wake ups, stomach on.
Oh man, it's not good.
That,
That's a good hour. That's a good hour for Maxine's.
bro,
An
body.
hour and change in the
Henny
middle of the night.
music, and shout out to West Will.
White Castle. White Castle are taking reservations for Valentine's Day. Did you know that?
They're all about to start doing that, bro. I swear they're all
But I
about
think
to.
that's like very like that's perfect for that kind of angle.
Yes.
I feel like if like Burger King or whatever would do it, I don't think it's that cool. White Castle is a special nuance to it for that to happen.
Your ass gonna be in the bathroom.
So yeah, back to DJing. Yeah, last night was solid Tuesday night. It was kind of like watching cattle like moving around in piles for hours.
You do know, because you had me confused.
Okay.
You said Havana and not Huey's.
Oh, did I say Havana? See, that's how tired I am. I was at Huey's nightclub. Yes.
That's why I'm thinking as you're explaining this sandwich, I'm like, where the hell is this in New Hope?
Not on a Tuesday. Yeah, definitely not. Yeah, my bad. Different age
so
place.
Was it bad? Was it a bad night? I mean, from the videos you sent, it looked like it was a good night.
Oh, it was good. I'm just saying, it was so tight. Like it was like there was way too many people.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
and that's always
and at one point, I felt like there were too many dudes. When there are too many dudes, I start to get like my set becomes extremely feminine. Like I try to like I'm sure people have to notice this. Like I go so hard on like the girl anthems that I start to weed out guys that aren't patient enough to wait for whatever they want to hear, or like they're just like, oh, this isn't for me, and then they leave, and it kind of balances it out.
Make room for the ladies.
You have to. They're more important. They're more important. More important. Way more important than
important
guys.
For you DJs out there. Focus on the women. I don't know.
I mean, every now and then throw a guy a bone. But, musically, but yeah, the majority of what we do is we're going to program for women to have the night of their life, right? That's like what the goal is.
Exactly.
Guys are just kind of like the I don't know, what is it? the garnish. They're like that lettuce in the that has the ice in it in the buffet. That's
Wow.
a little extreme. A little extreme. A little extreme.
But nah,
But
they're you know they're annoying. But nah, so Huey's was because I seen
Huey's.
you posted the
Oh, I did the Black Beatles. Eh. Is that what you're talking about?
nah, you didn't send that one. You sent
Yeah, they
the
did a Black Beatles
Fetty
challenge.
Wap.
Yeah, so I did. We talked about doing. I had to do 2016 over again because I jumped the gun and did it the first time while manager Lucas was on a cruise. And I told him, I said, "Hey, yeah, man, 2016 went off," and he was like, "What?" And I'm like, he's like, "That's next week." So yeah, I ended up doing it again, and I used a lot of. Yeah, I wouldn't say a lot, but like some of the transitions I'd used the week before that worked. I just put them in different places. It wasn't like that repetitive. And then there were some other songs. You know what went off before I talk about Black Beatles? Me, Myself, and I by G Easy. And is it Baby Rexa? Is that how you say her name? I never know.
Really?
Yeah, with like the first, like I dropped it on the one. Yeah, that went super hard. I haven't played that in years. It's just me, myself, and I. You know that one?
Yeah.
I have not played that in years, and so yeah, I want to consider bringing that back, throwing that in the set. That was super hard. Yeah, so there were a couple
That's
girls that
great.
wanted to do. Yeah, no, I gotta send it. They wanted to do the Black Beatles challenge, and they're like explaining it to me. They're like, "Oh, so you got to get everybody to like freeze, and you got to tell everybody that they're good. You got to count it down." I did it. I
I've
did this
done this
already
before. I've
10
done
years
that
ago
when it came out. I
when
was a
it
part of
dropped.
that wave.
When everybody was doing it to the point where it got like so overplayed, where
And
like
annoying.
yeah, every business people were doing it on TV shows and podcasts, everything. That thing was everywhere.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, she was like trying to explain it to me as if I had never done it. I'm like, yeah, I lived this already. Okay, I know you were like 11, when
I would have gave
when
her
this.
the blankest expression of my life. I would
Yeah, I was just like, I go, I know, yep, yep, yeah, I did
like,
this
how
before.
old do you think I am? And like, do you really think I'm that far? We talked about
I
that
don't,
before, but it's like
I don't know if it,
seriously.
I don't know if it was, yeah, I don't know if it was an age thing. I just think maybe it might have been like
No, it's definitely an
just,
age thing.
yeah, I guess. I mean, people
This
usually think I'm
generation
younger.
and the age thing is just ridiculous. Do you
Yeah,
know? And it's just like
yeah,
seriously.
yeah, yeah. Do you know of this artist?
I
That
almost
we
want to be like,
played
I'm
for,
black. I
right?
have to know who that
But
is.
yeah, I shared it on my Instagram and my IG, and it worked, man. They were on board. They did it. The 2016 theme hit again, and it was like I started using some of the stuff I was doing in these sets elsewhere. So I played the Ivy in Princeton on Friday, which was a solid night, but it was 3 degrees out, so that definitely hit the attendance hard. That part was not cool.
That part.
It was still a good night. It was still a good night. But yeah, like at the end of the night, one of the bartenders he goes, "Yo, you had this nice little like 2016 run." I was like, "Hey, man, that's just muscle memory." I've been doing these two 2016 nights in a row, and the songs he noticed that it played in a row were "Trap Queen," "Broccoli," and "I Spy," which I think is a little on the cusp of 2016, but it worked. It works anyway. Um, yeah, so yeah, I'm ready for it to be warm again, man, because this weather is not cool. I mean, it is cool. It's just not cool in
Bro,
theory.
I'm going on record saying I don't like this shit. Snow go away.
Yeah,
No more
I
snow.
love that. I love that you've had a change of heart. For those
No
of you who
more
don't know,
snow.
for years and years, Big J used to love the snow. Used to love getting snowed in. Loved blizzards during the summer. He would post pictures of these beautiful snowscapes, which is never what it really looks like in real life. And would glamorize the winter time, and I used to hated it. I'm like, no, I never want. I get every year I get older, man. I hate it even more.
Because sometimes it used to be your DJ brain. You used to always be like, well, what about the gigs? And I'm like, bro,
boys, yeah.
Mike, you don't always have to be a DJ, sir.
Well, for me,
you can be a human.
I can, but this is my full-time job.
I know, but be a human once in a while and enjoy the snow.
Yeah.
This shit can kick rocks, like salt rocks, all rocks. Bro, it's icebergs outside right now, and my back, spinal, is killing me. Bro, So, but now I'm no longer with the winter. Because now it's, when you start to have those gigs that cancel because of snow, and then it's just like, all right, this shit
it hits your pocket.
But
makes me want to get a plow and put it on the van.
Right. But no, don't cancel. I'll come plow everyone out. Send me the address. I'll pick everyone up.
If you can't DJ, then you can plow.
Right, because I think I was talking to my neighbor this morning, and I think we're supposed to get some. Never mind, it's gone. Somebody was saying we're supposed to get snow Friday and Saturday.
It is going to be it is going to be like crazy cold this weekend.
Damn, 30, 10 below, and then 20. I have a king say. I have a king say Saturday, and I have my favorite spot, Chesterfield Inn on Friday.
Oh, Chesterfield Inn. You love some Chesterfield Inn.
Yeah, I need that crate before Friday. I'm gonna bring that out.
Oh, I got you. I just hope that everybody remembers this when it warms up, and please take advantage of every nice day. And I'm speaking to present company, myself as well. Don't sit in the house, man. Enjoy
outside. I'm getting my backyard ready starting March. I'm gonna turn up all of the dirt. I'm a triple bag seeded. I'm getting my backyard ready. My grill, probably gonna get a new grill.
Nice.
Bro, we doing this.
Yeah, your grills. Yeah, your grills. Yeah, I played that for the first time in forever the other night.
Jess loves that song.
Nelly and Paul Wall.
Jess loves. She could rap the song front to back.
That beat is just so crisp. There's something about it.
We're gonna have to talk about that. White hip hop.
The white hip. Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, we kind of did last.
We have to discuss
the
white
90s rap.
Because I brought it up. No, just not even 90s, just period. Because I brought it up last episode about girls rapping versus that. I mean, we either never played or whatever. And then last night I was playing Shake, and then it got to the Yin Yang's twin part, and she's rapping, and I'm looking at her like, I've never got to this part of this song. But yeah, so it's white hip hop songs that, or some people have some of these artists, it's just like when they be like, oh, I love Lil Wayne. I'm like, what song? And then they'll drop something from like the, his crossover joints. And I'm like, no.
Hey, like Mrs. Officer.
Yeah, you don't know Carter 1, Carter 2. Yeah. You don't know the mixtape Wayne. You just know Young Money Wayne. You don't know Cash Money. You don't know Wayne.
Right, that's why we are doing a service to the DJ community and to regular people, so that they understand when they are in certain situations why we're playing certain songs versus another, or we're leaning a certain way. It's very dependent on the crowd and all those different things.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to tell you about. Anyway. So yeah. I got Havana this weekend twice. I'm going to be there in the cold. Hopefully we get a crowd. We'll see how it goes. But man, I can't wait till it warms up. So here's what it was. I hit you up late because you were off this weekend.
Yes.
This past weekend.
Just rub it in.
Oh, I don't know. I'm just saying, I don't know if that was intentional, that you were like, I am going to take off this weekend, or you just didn't book anything.
Nah, I didn't book anything.
You always know, man. Always reach out. You usually do anyway. If you don't have something coming up, you'd be like, yo, you got this date.
Right.
I feed the hungry, as I like to say. Feed
Yes.
the hungry. If there are DJs that are, working and they need some work, always feel free to reach out. I can try to get you into some situations or some different spots that I work at. Can't
Absolutely.
always, but a lot of times I do. So I try to feed the hungry. So yeah, I hit you up at like midnight or something. You're probably like, ready to go to bed, or you're watching a movie with Jess or something. And I had this idea. I want to have the good requests of the week and the bad requests of the week. You want to hear the bad requests of the week this week?
Hit me.
All right. So the bad request of the week was "Girls Gone Wild" by JT. You know this song?
Unfortunately, I do.
And this is JT from City Girls, not Justin Timberlake. Yeah. I wasn't familiar with the track, so I listened to it. And off the bat, when you get a JT request, you're like, and if it's not a song like you've ever heard of, I mean, I barely ever play. I feel like I've mentioned this on the show before, but I barely play City Girls anymore. And they used to own real estate of like 3 or 4 tracks a night at least, right? Especially at the college spots. And I listened to like 3 seconds of it. It was like this speed garage type joint, and I was just like, I hope that is not. It's not going to hit here. And she kept begging for it, and I was just like, look, I'll play it, but I want you. It's like I like to educate people, and they don't care. I know they don't care, but I'm like, look, listen,
Linda.
I want you to watch the crowd react to this, okay? And trust me, this will not work. And she was like, okay. And I played it. I had to see people leaving the stage, this complete confusion. And I always want to test the waters, because sometimes maybe I'm just not up on something. Somebody asked for Sky by Playboy Cardi. I don't know when that came out. I only have certain Playboy Cardi songs I go to. I'm not a huge fan. But this one kid asked for it last night at Rutgers. It went off. So I'm like, okay, some stuff I can admit that I'm out of touch on.
Yes.
So I thought maybe I'm out of touch on this JT song, and I was not. Maybe in another place it would work, but not at Havana.
Maybe the hood. Was she black or white?
She was white. She was giving Kensington. She was. That was, if I was to be like, where, if I had to guess where she lived, I might be wrong. That was just how she was forecasting, or
I can say it. She was ghetto white.
That's how she was projecting.
I can say it, Mike. You can't. I say it for you.
And then she asked for a ASAP Ferg song that wasn't bad. I can't think of what it was. I gave it a shot because it actually had kind of a dance beat to it. Yeah, it wasn't work. It was something newer. But yeah, bad request of the week, man. Girls Gone Wild by JT. The good one was Middle by DJ Snake and Bipolar Sunshine. You know this song?
Yes.
Yeah, it was actually a 2015 joint, but it carried into 2016, and I played it at both 2016 parties on request, which I feel like I might have played it. That's like on the edge. That's like a song that I wouldn't. If you're dealing with kids that are, I call them kids, but they're in their 20s, they're adults, would they remember that, or were they, was it big enough for them to still know it? And man, that song goes off.
Middle by DJ Snake.
Yeah, DJ Snake, Bipolar Sunshine, banger. Yeah, me and Jules just played that live. It was a good song.
I know that song. Yeah, coffee is
yeah, man. Like, I don't know, went off that, and you like it by Luna DeGeorge. Haven't played that in forever. That also, I think DJ Snake on that one as well. I have a playlist on Spotify and I turned it into a crate as well. It's called Snakes on a Beach, and it has a picture of Samuel L. Jackson as like the album art,
Yeah, I
and
know
it's
that
all
song.
like yeah. It's all like DJ Snake and like kind of beachy mid 2010s type joints.
Right.
So yeah,
Yeah,
those
no,
are
yeah,
my
I remember those two songs. I'm bad. I'm bad at it.
bad
Like
with titles.
I hear it, and that's another thing Jess was asking. She was like, "How do you know what song to play if you're bad with titles?" I'm like, "That's why we have crates. You skim through it, and you can. That's why you have cues. You have headphones. What's this? Oh, right. But
You, you're not bad with songs that you play in a rotation or that you're playing regularly to
it's just
just
shit that
adapt.
I hear. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just either older joints that I've heard before that I like, but I just don't remember the name. Or it's just like things I've heard like on the radio or I've heard out at parties. I'm like, oh, this is dope. I gotta put this in the Serato, and it's just like I don't know what song it is, but I'm gonna find it.
yeah. So I posted the playlist from last week's episode. It's got the Digital Underground live at the Apollo, which is crazy. Definitely see that. I threw the that LaShawn video that I mentioned, the girl from the Doing It. It's got the craziest plot twist in a music video that I think I've ever seen.
Bro. How? I just want to know how. I know politically correctness isn't a thing,
Yeah, this was '93, so it
and
was
I
a
get it, but still, how?
yeah that I got the live footage from Brewster's with Black Sheep performing "The Choice Is Yours." You can't see Rail break his leg, not unfortunately. We don't need to see that, but you do see the whole way they set it up, and you can see why somebody would get injured during that scene.
Bruh. I miss and love Brewster's.
Yeah, I do, but I always feel like they're all these places that we work, they have their moment, and eventually it has to end.
Yes.
And when I was at the end of my 3 or 4 year run at Brewster's, formerly Finnegan's in Hightstown, New Jersey, I had gotten the offer to start working at Atlantic City. Now, Atlantic City was not paying that much, contrary to what people may believe. But
I was shocked
the
when you told me how much you was making.
yeah, I'm not even going to mention it. It's disgraceful.
I
but
was shocked and pissed off at the same time.
but in retrospect, I am happy for the opportunity and like the amount of growth I was able to have while I was there. Just so many little things that you learn that I might not have learned had I not had that 1 year of Atlantic City gigs back in 2013. So yeah, during the tail end, they were going into renovation, and I got that call, and I'm like, my whole January was like empty because they were going to renovate and turn into a ground round. Which, man, did that work out? And
Woo! Ground round.
yeah, when it was time,
What a
I
time to be
felt.
alive.
I remember on my last gig there, it was like I actually left early, and I think Spins took over, and I went to go DJ at Caesars at like midnight,
Mm.
and it just I was content. I was ready for TGI Fridays. That was a good 4 or 5 year run.
Shout out to
There's just certain
Fridays.
spots. I don't. Who knows? Whenever I, I'll be done with certain spots like Huey's. I joked about it with Lucas. I'm like, man, we're gonna retire here together. He was like, I think you're gonna stay longer than me. I might. I don't know. Every year, it's I.
Yes,
I
we will.
always. I never want to feel like the old guy there. So if I ever totally feel like I'm out of touch, and I'm just I'm not right. I'm not the right fit for that crowd or whatever. Then yeah, I will hang up the jersey. You know what I mean?
I don't think you ever really would feel like the old guy.
I think eventually I have to. Yeah,
The kids get
eventually.
older. When the kids are telling Dad, we're coming out. Mm-mm.
But when they wake me, I'll tell you this: they woke me up at 7:38 this morning after getting home at 3:34. you start to feel it. Definitely start to the signs are here.
Oh
So
no,
let's
not
go to the.
Iron
You think it's time to go to the polls?
Let's go to the polls. Let's go.
We
I feel like
we
we're in
had a couple
older.
different topics floating around, and I decided that we would go love songs. Get the sharing since we got Valentine's Day coming up, so maybe this might be helpful to some DJs if you're doing some Valentine's Day gigs, or if you happen to have a wedding, or you got some weddings coming up, and we got 19 responses. It's cool. 25 is our max. Once again, got the survey out a little late. It was earlier than last week, but I want to do better. I want to create a list of people that are always DJs that are always willing to take the survey. I appreciate every single DJ that we send our polls out to that take these. And here we go. So song
Yes, we
number one,
definitely appreciate you guys.
an all-time classic, Always and Forever. Heat Wave, Always and Forever. This is the first time we're seeing these results on first glance. What do you think, man?
It's that one lean white that I'm sorry, lean white and universal gets me. Not gonna lie.
I do think that this is a universal song.
You would.
I do. No, I do. Not just because of my own personal, taste in soul music and classics. I do think that you could play this at a room of entirely white people, and they would slow dance to it. It crossed over.
Is it
Bob,
because white people dance to anything, or is it because
no,
it's really
no,
like that?
no, 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 nope,
You
no.
want
I
my
just
clear.
think, yeah. I mean, I know. Like, what movie do you think of when you hear the song? I know you know the answer right
House
away.
party.
Yes, every time.
House party.
Yeah, I love that they have that in there. That's like, for that time, you would think that they would just play like 90s, some 90s slow song, but they got that on. Shout out to Martin Lawrence. But yeah, no, I've seen it. I've seen it work many times, and I just think it was a big enough hit during its time, and it's a classic. I always feel like Bob Pantano. You know Bob Pantano, 98.1. He's got Adelphia down in South Jersey. That's like a staple. Like all of
I
his
heard of
gigs.
Adelphia. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. He's got like he's a host from like back in the day, and he would have like DJ Too Cool Kalari. Shout to him. Nikki G. Yeah, just a bunch of cool DJs like old school cats, and that's a staple there, and that's a super diverse crowd.
Time to tell you. Yeah, that's my subject.
And there are no DJs that don't play it. I like
That's
that.
good.
But yeah, I mean, if you were
Lean white is
you,
diabolical, but that's
I don't know who said that. Hey man, we all have different experiences. All right, so we got Ed Sheeran, Thinking Out Loud, which is 2015, I believe. Definitely no black people.
This is clear. Clear.
Wow. Yeah. Have we ever seen one that has zero in the black zone?
No, but this is clear. Like clearly.
Here's something to think about though with this song, right? This song low key steals the entire like vibe and what's the pattern? Give me some music theory, Jay. It takes like the everything about Marvin Gaye's "Let's Get It On," and when you first hear that, when you first hear somebody
not
say
the chord
that,
progression.
chord progression, all that,
Yeah, it's probably the same key. To be asking, honestly,
it's the same. I think it's in the same key, but it's "Let's Get It On," and I did not notice that at all at first until I had to hear it side by side, and man, there's a mashup out there of uh, thinking out loud over "Let's Get It On."
If one more person sends me that prom video, I'm a straight.
Of the was it the girl in the wheelchair?
Don't work like they used to before. It's like, bro.
Hey, you know what though? I always try to take a positive out of everything, right? to me, that shows that people do pay attention to lyrics.
Yes.
There are some DJs out there, I've gotten into this debate and discussion that crowds generally don't pay attention to or care about lyrics. And that right there, that is an example. If you've never seen that video, should I put that in the playlist?
No. Yes.
No, you don't want anybody to see that?
Yes.
Yeah, just for context.
But
so yeah,
you know what it is?
That DJ, man, I'm sure that he or she probably still thinks about that. I have one like that. I've never told you this. I don't think I've ever told you this. I may have. I felt terrible. I'm thinking about it now. I just want to go take a shower. I was doing this party, and it was for a girl, and she had alopecia and totally bald. And I'm playing "Be Faithful" by Fat Man Scoop. It did not think about the commands where he screams, "Rest in peace, Fat Man Scoop." You know, if you got real hair, put your hands up. If you got long hair, put your hands up. If you got hair at all, like, just like, I don't even know if she noticed, but I did. And
I'm not laughing at homegirl. No,
of course,
I hope she's well. But the fact that, and
she's right there.
And you know what? It's not as bad.
No,
it's not as bad.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's not.
It was completely...
bro. It's Ed Sheeran. Like, you just won Prom Queen, or it was either Prom Queen or whatever.
Yes.
And his first lyrics is, "When your legs don't work like they used to before." Like, bam.
It's terrible.
Now, I understand if it was like, "Did your hair fall out?" It's just like, all right, I get it. But, if you got long hair, if you got short hair, make noise. I get it. But nah, the first lyric being, "When your legs don't work like they used to before," that's
not good.
Everyone's staring and looking at you. Now, like your party, people were dancing. No, everyone stopped to look at this couple. This dude dancing with this girl in a wheelchair.
It was so obvious. And the reaction is crazy. But so, I think I should, for context, I will put that on.
Yeah. All right, let's continue.
I went too far. Here we go. Yeah. All right, so Whitney. Couple leans black on this. Very universal. I believe I posted on YouTube that currently Snoop Dogg's Gin and Juice holds the record for the highest percentage of universal, which is 80%.
Yeah.
This is up there. And also leans white, but no votes for either 100% black or 100% white. There are two DJs that don't play this song.
But it's because of your theory. Like, this is a breakup song.
It is a breakup song. But I think, even though I did play this at a wedding last year by request, it was like a big... everybody was in a circle at the end of the night. I've never seen this done with Whitney Houston's "I Will Always Love You." But they were singing it. Yeah, it's traditionally, if you really listen to the lyrics and the theme, it's definitely a breakup song. But
definitely a breakup song.
You could throw this in randomly as like a left turn or like a towards the end of the night, at a club or at a party, and it will always get a reaction, even if you drop it from the end.
If I should stay, I would only be in your way, so I'll go. But I know I think of you every step of the way. God. Yeah,
those are.
But two DJs not playing this song, I understand, I get it, but it's just like, bro. And then, the vibe is slow. Like, it's a slow song.
But yeah, I would never.
It's a classic. It's a classic singing song.
I would never play this left up to my own devices at a wedding without it being on a playlist. That's for sure. That's not one I would just throw into a rotation.
67 BPMs.
I used to work for a company called Best of Both Worlds. Jimmy Morzier was the owner. I think he was based out of Ewing, and I was just training. I'm just working with him. He was DJing the whole night. His wife was there. She was a singer. They had this like deal where some songs would be sung, most of them would be played by the DJ. But during dinner, he wanted to go have dinner with his wife, and he left me a playlist of 5 or 6 songs to play during dinner, and all of them were pretty standard, wedding slow song. But one of them that was on there was "End of the Road" by Boys to Men, and I didn't play it. I refused, and he came back. And he's like, yeah, how's everything going? You played a list? I said, yeah. I said, everything except for "End of the Road." And he was like, why didn't you play it? And I said, Jimmy, that's a breakup song. And he gave me this look like I still to this day, I don't know if that was like a red herring that he threw in, to see, check my discernment levels, to see if I could figure out what songs that I shouldn't play or what have you. Or if he just thought maybe it was on their request list, or maybe he just played it at every wedding. I don't know. I'll still to this day, I want to know if that was a trick. It was a test. I haven't seen him in 20 years.
You passed it because, End of the Road. Wow. We're going to have to discuss that as well, because the ending of End of the Road.
That's crazy.
I knew about it. I just didn't care. Like, what?
Oh, man. Yeah, that's some sad stuff. All right. So track 4 on the playlist for love songs, "At Last" by Etta James, all-time wedding banger.
Lean Black is diabolical.
You think so? Why? Just not at all?
No. Sorry.
Despite Etta James being black.
Yes. No. That is universal. Lean white. I've only played that at white weddings.
It really does, and I don't know why. No, it's just there's no real explanation. Like, did that song get drafted? At the racial draft, and the white people drafted it.
And then not to mention, it's really like the theater or old school people that they got 4 notifications. I don't know if that means four new surveys came in.
Oh, maybe should I refresh?
Yeah, refresh.
No, that's, yeah, let's see. Yeah, check it out. You gotta do some editing this week. Close that. 20. Yeah, new one came in. You're right.
New one came in.
Yeah.
And it bumped it bumped up Universal.
Yeah, I was gonna say this gets it up to 70%. So 70%. Yeah, I mean, if I was to pick one, I would definitely go white on this for sure.
Definitely pick white. No.
I
think I picked Universal.
Okay. I don't remember what I picked. I think I might pick Lean's white.
I either picked Lean white, or Universal. I stayed away from black.
Even like you look at the art of her album covers, I almost feel like she was stylized to look less black. I know that's something they did. I'm going to be brutally honest and it's an unfortunate thing that used to be a thing, but I think she was definitely one of those artists that was stylized to look less black than they were.
Correct.
So that the white audience would pick up on, oh, okay, I'll buy this, no problem. I'm not going to get grounded for having a black artist record. I'm sure stuff like that happened.
Right, and this is another one of those songs that when I see it on the request list, or if I see someone ask for it, it's definitely a theater, like a theater person.
Oh yeah, like theater kids.
Yeah, theater kids, or they used to be a theater kid.
Theater kids become theater adults.
Yep.
Usually you could play a lot of Queen at those weddings.
That and then the whole, like, not hippie, but like the earthy chicks.
Got you. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, it's like hipster. It somehow makes the hipster playlist, right?
Yep.
one more mention or thing about At Last by Etta James. My sister, this might have to go to the playlist. My sister used this song for a video of her eating McDonald's in slow motion, and this was like early days of YouTube, probably like 15, 16 years ago. It's amazing, and I think it's got like some crazy amount of views, like 100,000 for like just like it's not like she had some podcast or some
So she
thing
was
where she
ahead of
was
her time with the content.
it like low key went viral, on its own. You know what I mean? It wasn't, it wasn't like she was doing anything to drive the results. It just kind of caught on, and people found it. It should be a McDonald's commercial. It's
It
so
should
great.
be.
All right,
Seriously?
so number 5, Endless Love.
Seriously?
How many people? 2 people do not play it.
That and Lean's Black. I understand Lionel Richie and Diana Ross is black, but this is not black. This is white. This is another.
I would definitely, yeah. I probably would not.
This is another clear track.
Yeah, maybe they're like, oh, they're black, so Lean's black. Yeah, I don't think I've ever played Endless Love at any type of black affair. There's no way.
No.
I don't know why. I mean, is it because of the movie? Is it just because of the art?
What
like
movie do you think of?
Well, I mean, the original movie, it is from Endless Love with Brooke Shields, but yeah, of course, I think of Happy Gilmore.
Yes. All right, cool.
Friends listened to Endless Love in the Dark.
Bro, this song is clear. My endless love. But 2 not playing this at weddings is wild. Like, this is definitely dependent, especially if you have like older crowd, like majority older crowd, you definitely play this during dinner.
I wonder if in the 80s or early 90s it was played more at black weddings. I wouldn't know. Now, you don't think so? You just think it never happened?
Nah, it just never happened.
Because usually, like, if that happened, it would still be like relevant or like included today, right?
Right. Yeah, nah.
Yeah.
Never happened.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, this song's pretty white.
What we got?
Happy Black History Month. Okay, here we go. I threw this in there because I wanted to know, not that I knew the answer to this. This might be one of the blackest wedding songs ever made.
Those 6 DJs are white. They're white.
Wow,
they're
white
over
DJs.
the age of 45, and they're the ones in his DJ playlist that I don't like.
Wow.
Sorry.
Man, that's harsh.
Sorry.
We are educating here. We are educating.
My bad.
But
or they don't do black events. Not saying anything about them, but they don't do black events. Like, seriously?
Some don't.
Seriously?
Some don't. But yeah, big time first dance at many, or at least it's played in the processional, or it's played in a recessional sometimes, or it's played during dinner. It usually finds its way. This
song is Wesley Snipes Black. This is Michael Blackson Black.
For those but think about it, right? Think about the ones that did actually vote. This might be the only song that's ever been unanimously black or white. And you think about the ones that didn't participate. They didn't. So nobody voted both. Nobody voted Lean's white. Nobody voted white. That's crazy. Like, it makes sense.
And if this is played at a white event, they are hood white. I'm sorry.
Fair.
Urban
That's
white.
fair. That's fair.
They grew up around black people, and yeah.
When you think of like it, and this is something for the Mahogany playlist. Shout out to DJ Greg Ambient. We'll get it for you, Greg. It's coming. Aside from this, what's the first black first dance song you think of? Like all time. I'm putting you on the spot. I have a couple in my head. Yeah, we can save these for future episodes, but I just want to mention them here.
The only one I'm thinking about is Halo.
Okay, yeah, Beyonce. Yeah, that's
Beyonce,
in there.
Halo.
I would say For You by Kenny Lattimore.
Yes.
Would you ever play that at a white wedding?
No.
That and Major Major. Oh, what's that? Because I is it? This is why I love you, or because I love you. You know what
Yes,
I'm talking
this
about?
is why I love you.
Yeah. Oh
Yes,
man, that's like
that
that
is
is
that is definitely
that's like a go-to.
that is
That goes
definitely
so that
that
goes
is
so hard.
definitely it.
Yeah, Major.
Damn it, Mike.
That's all right. We could talk. I didn't mean to put you on the spot. I did, but it didn't.
Yeah, you did. You
All right,
definitely
here we go. We are switching gears here, and now to number 7, "The Power of Love" by Celine Dion.
fam. Clear. Right.
I
Like
do feel like
Universal. You know, I don't know how many people put Universal.
it looks like. Oh yeah, let me scroll a little. Probably
One.
one. One.
That's because late night, those commercials where you wake up from watching BT and you have had a commercial on. That's only it. This song, no, white.
Here's the thing: that 10 is significant. The 10 leaning white knows a little something about this song, and that the door is slightly hinged open for the right moment at the right time that you could play this. And I know that this song is probably a guilty pleasure of yours. Am I correct?
No,
No? Wow, I'm shocked. This seems like one. It would be like, yo, this.
only because of the commercial. I forgot
What
the
was it like?
CD.
90s ballads or whatever?
Yeah, it was like one of those commercials. The TikTok used to do it. He brought that
Oh, I
back.
love
But
those. Oh, the guy. Yeah, the guy. I know what you're talking about.
yeah, so it's yeah, this song is whiter than white. This song is white.
I don't play this enough. I'm not a huge shocker, not a huge Celine Dion fan.
She's a
But
part of one of my worst requests at Havana.
ooh, I want to get back to that. But I was actually going to bring up Havana. So Nick, the bartender, mentioned this to me recently. He likes to set up the playlist between the bands and before I go on, and he will intentionally put on some songs to like feel it out, see if it works, and see. He's like low key. I always tell him, I'm like, yo, you're a DJ, man. You are a DJ at
Nick
heart
want to be a DJ
because.
so bad.
But I love that he does. I love that he cares. You know what I mean? Not everybody cares about what's playing, and he's entertaining the crowd, right? Whether he's like fully intentionally doing it or what have you. And he mentioned this. I'm like, man, I haven't played that in forever. He goes, yo, it went off. He was like, hey, yo, they were so into it, and I'm gonna consider it because I've done it with the Titanic song. I've done it with, it's all coming back to me now. Is that the request?
That is it. Got paid $50 to play it,
Way it's worth it.
and I
Did,
played it.
what was the reaction?
It was kind of like the eyes, but then people got into it with singing. They were singing it, so it was cool. I had $50 out of it. I'm
I
not
feel
mad at it.
with it's all coming back to me now. You need to have cue points on that. Please set your cue points on that song because if they don't understand what that is right away, that intro feels like a lifetime. It goes on for like I swear until you really realize like what the song is. I feel
It
like it
goes
doesn't.
on and on and on and on.
It does. It does. And yeah, so definitely know when to drop that. It's okay to start it later into the song, but I've seen that absolutely. I have several videos on my IG on TikTok. I
This
have
is
this
actually
video.
this is actually the only song I had to like listen to figure out what it was.
Oh, really? What do you mean? Like when they requested it?
No, not that song. This song we were talking about.
Oh, Power Love. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So I do want to try this at some weddings this year. But I played, it's all coming back to me now at a wedding a couple years ago, and man, it like had this crazy buildup. This one old guy is just like on the dance floor by himself, and he's starting to get into it, and all of a sudden you start to see little segments of the crowd, and I'm like panning around with my phone, and the whole place, and the bride's getting into it, and it's like a whole epic moment. This song, so like this is for DJs that don't play music that you don't like. This is something that you should reconsider when it comes to that whole idea, because I never cared for Celine Dion. However, man, some of her stuff just really work at weddings.
Yeah, definitely does.
All
Definitely
right, here
does.
we go. Oh, this is interesting. Number 8,
Definitely
All of
universal.
Me. All of Me by John Legend. Remember when?
And almost had the record.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it's high. I mean, I agree. I agree wholeheartedly on this.
This is
I think it
universal,
is
yes.
very universal. I do not play this as much. I feel like when this became like everybody's first dance, or many couples first dance, it got really played out.
Yeah, definitely.
You think it you
Like
think it could
most songs.
be? They do, but like they have their time, and then you know then you can kind of go back to them later.
I
Is this
can
one of them?
play this at a black event because John Legend. Other than that, the song is universal, mostly more towards white, but I can get it off like dinner time. Not even.
Yeah,
Mm.
I think so. I
Cocktail
don't,
hour?
like I said. Yeah, yeah, I think you could play it during dinner, but I really don't anymore. And it was huge. It was massive, and I bet you it might work with certain crowds.
Yes.
But I feel like he's got so many better
Yes.
ballads than this. This was obviously probably his biggest hit,
Yes.
but he's got other ones like Refuge. Like, have you ever heard like the piano version of that?
Mm-hmm.
Stay with me?
Mm-hmm.
Stay with you. Banger. That is a banger.
That's the
Um,
barge.
no, no, no. I mean, same title, but like, no, I think "Stay with You" was the one off of his first album.
Yeah.
I had a couple that wanted to use "Ordinary People" as their. I just saw your eyes like light up a little bit as their first dance.
We're just ordinary people. We
That
don't know which way to go. No, sorry.
that is a
We're
breakup song.
we're here. Like we're getting married. We know
I
which way to go.
usually I usually respect couples' choices, 99% of the time. And I usually won't go, hey, maybe you shouldn't use that as your first dance. This is probably the only time I ever stepped in and said, it's not a good call. Yeah, I could tell they were a little annoyed by that. But man, I don't know. That song is such a breakup song. They did change it to an Otis Redding song. I want to say That's How Strong My Love Is. Plot twist. They got divorced. So maybe Ordinary People was correct. Maybe
I
that
don't.
was the right.
Uh, is it a breakup song? I'm reading the lyrics.
It's a going through the struggle song. I don't
I
think
mean,
it's a.
it's not a wedding song though. But I do think that it does put people, in the mindset. Like it does. It. I don't know. I think it's the real song to me.
Yeah,
Like it's
but it's
like it
dealing
is
with a
real.
lot of like. There's a lot of adversity, and
This ain't
just
the
like
honeymoon,
they're
past the
not.
infatuation phase, right in the thick of love. At times we get sick of love. Seems like we argue every day. I know I misbehave and you made your mistakes, and we both still got room left to grow, and I still love sometimes hurt. I still put you first, and we'll make this thing work, but I think we should take it slow. Which is,
I just think, do you want to have all of that on Front Street during your first dance?
no, 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 no.
You know what I'm saying?
I
So
wouldn't even
was it
play
the
this at
right?
a wedding.
Right? Never,
I wouldn't
never.
even play this at a wedding. The just the
So
vibe
did
of it.
I? Was I
You were correct.
over? Was I overstepping? Okay.
No.
All right.
No, because at the end of the day, we are the ones who get blamed. Like most people go to weddings and don't understand, like song selections.
It's true.
So then it's just like, oh, the DJ played "Ordinary People." The DJ played "I Will Always Love You." But if like, especially for me, if I go to a wedding and I'm not DJing and I hear certain songs, like I went to a wedding before and I think it was maybe by accident. I don't know if it was by accident because you can't accidentally play this song, but somebody played "Let It Burn."
Ooh, that's weird. Definitely.
It got cut off quick, but
okay.
it got cut off quick because that's like certain you can't no.
That's
But
like
yeah,
in the thick of breakup song territory.
I think that you should.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't. I remember having a DJ. I couldn't do this one wedding, and then I'm not gonna mention his name. We say that a lot. he he played "Stay with Me" by another "Stay with Me" song by Sam Smith, and yeah, yup. And the friend that I had that originally wanted me to DJ, she hit me up and told me about it, and I was like, ooh, oh yeah. Not only that, I believe it was like the father daughter song, or no, yeah, the father daughter song. Yeah, is that weird? Super weird, right?
Because that's a one night stand song, right?
One night stand song. Yeah,
Chase.
yeah, very very odd. Number 8. Oh no, number 9. So we're just the last one. I Want to Know What Love Is by Foreigner. It's got super white ratings.
First of all, this is not universal.
0 black whatsoever. You know what though?
This is my guilty pleasure song. Both versions from Rock of Ages and the original.
I was just curious with this one. I mean, I knew because it's Foreigner that it was going to get. I always feel like, why are we always disappointed when things are white? I thought maybe a little to the middle, because listen to that gospel choir in that, man. They kill it.
No, this song is clear. This song is white.
Right, but that choir is not.
Right, it's not. But the song is white.
Yeah, sure.
This is my song though. Who used this? Because they used "In My Life."
Well, Memphis Bleak.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a banger.
Gotcha.
Banger. That was like an album cut.
Yeah.
Me and my brother used to kill that. In My Life. That was a banger.
Yes. So now this is definitely universal.
Shout to Bronze.
I don't play this at songs. I will say you guys don't play white weddings.
You know what this song. You know what this song reminds me of? This song reminds me of He-Man. Yo, I don't know why. It just, when I hear this song, I'm like immediately transported to the back seat of my mom's car, and we're just leaving Clover or Caldor or whatever the what was the upstairs joint at the mall?
Woolworth. Caldor.
Yeah, like, you remember Clover though?
Yes.
I would get like a new He-Man toy, and she always had the radio on, on the car rides. And this probably was like 85 ish, and this song was massive. I think it's Foreigner's only number 1 song ever, which is crazy because they have a lot of big songs, but only number 1 on the pop charts. And it's got crazy amounts of play. Every time I hear this song, I think of He-Man. Like, I want to know what love is, and I'm like, in the back, that's
I'm gonna see a wife who wants to watch Rock of Ages tonight.
Oh, is that in there? I've never seen Rock of Ages. I knew he was going to do that.
I don't think a lot of people have seen it. Tom Cruise is in it.
Yes.
The dude from Get Him to the Greek is in it. Mary J. Blige is in it. It's just pretty much it's just like a story, but they're singing like all types of different like rock songs.
No, I know what it is. Yeah. I'm aware of the content of the what's involved, but yeah, I've never seen it. I love when you give me these like I mentioned The Godfather, or I mentioned Shawshank Redemption, and I'm like, yeah, I never seen that one. And you're like, it's like we're talking about Rock of Ages.
I've never seen either one of those.
What? See, now I can do that to you. Now I can do that to you.
Godfather was just too boring for me. Like, I just couldn't get through it. And then Shawshank Redemption is not even something I would even think about watching.
It's great.
I hear about it a lot, but it's just not my type.
Go watch that.
It's not my vibe.
I'll admit something. Me, I'm pretty big movie guy. For whatever reason, I didn't see that, I don't think, until like COVID, and me and Maureen we were checking all boxes that are like high on the IMDb top 200. Just never got to it.
Shawshank
And
Redemption.
It's a very frustrating movie in an intense way to watch.
So why the hell do I want to watch it?
No, I just mean like, when you watch like a plot that like almost gives you like this anxiety, or like you're like, come on, no, like over and over again in that movie. I don't want to give too much of it away, but it's worth seeing. You should
watch it.
You should watch Morgan Freeman and who was it? The other guy, the white guy,
Tim Robbins.
Tim Robbins. Yeah, there you go, the white guy. They're both amazing in that. You should watch it. You should definitely watch it. All right, so there you go. There are some love songs, and this is a topic we could revisit it. We did 9.
Go back up to the top. Let's see what the other the one vote.
Oh, you want to see if it helped at all?
Yeah,
that one extra vote. Yeah, I think Always and Forever got blacker. I think Thinking Out Loud leans more white now because of that.
Got blacker. Damn, I ain't know much to lean back.
I Always Love You's. Yeah, I think that was a universal vote.
That's what we came in at.
Man, that's like, look at that, 214-2 and zeros. That's like perfect. What's that called? There's a mathematical term to that, where like all the numbers like meet, they match and then they meet in the middle. Some nerd will tell me and tell us in the comments.
Yeah, say math isn't my greatest.
14-2-0. Look at that. And
that's what we came in
a lot
at.
Heavy. Yep. All right, so there it is.
There it is, people.
So check out the playlist. Please share, comment,
subscribe, tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend and tell another friend. Also, give us some feedback on what can we change? What do you guys expect? Do you want more? Do you want less? Also, give us some topics that you guys might want us to discuss. Again, what we say is not law. It's just we're speaking from our experiences. And yeah, that's just all I can say.
Yeah.
That's all I can say about that.
There it is. All right. So we will do this again next week and check you out.
Let's go. Stereotopical Podcast, episode 4. Keeping it consistent, doing what we do.